The latest weapon in Beijing's arsenal against coronavirus is this new hospital. It's the second of two emergency facilities built in Wuhan. Construction began on January 26th. The hospital has 32 isolation wards and can accommodate as many as 1,500 patients. For a closer look on what life is like on the ground in Wuhan, China, we've reached out to Felicity Feng. Now, she is a Montreal resident who flew to Wuhan to be with her parents during the Lunar New Year, and she still is there today. Felicity, thanks for joining us. Can you tell us what life is like, daily life, on the ground where you are in Wuhan?
Hello, John. As some of you might know, that my dad has to go on work every day, and he almost spent more than 10 hours on the construction site. Me and my mom hardly ever see him, and we basically stay inside as much as possible. We arrange the time to go out to go grocery shopping probably once a week, and because the store open a very limited time, and we have to wear fully protected. So that's a little bit difficult for us. But basically, we're keeping ourselves as possible.
Now, you mentioned your father. Am I correct in saying that he is involved in the construction of one of these emergency hospitals being built?
Yes, he's one of the project manager of the coronavirus hospital.
And what is that responsibility like for him?
I'm not very clear of the detail work, but as he told me that he's managed how the process. There are three companies, they're working together. They're responsible for different part of the basic building on the construction site, and he's directing and make sure the work is finished on time. All
right, now I take it you're getting updates from the government. What are you being told, and how often are you being told?
We turn on the TV most time of the day, and we did get the push news from our cell phone and get the new information online as well. And we update ourselves of the confirmed patients numbers every day, and also the people that passed away. That's probably the method that we're getting our news from, and also including the community we're living right now, because everyone is being inside. The broadcast in our community is telling people how they supposed to live their life, and what is the correct way to sanitize your interior, including that. Yeah.
Are you able to go out, and if so, what is the government telling you in terms of what outside activity you are allowed to take part in?
Right now, as vehicle-wise, only construction and medical-related cars are allowed on the street. No private car allowed it, and you can ride a bicycle or walk outside of the door. I know some province, not including Hubei province, which is Wuhan located, they're giving the resident a certificate which allowed one family every 2 days. You can have one family members to go out to go grocery shopping, but Wuhan doesn't have this method yet. But I think the local government is trying to get that in order. What we're doing right now is either we order the food online and they have the fresh vegetable and meat delivered to our home, so we have minimum contact with humans. And the second way is you probably send out one family members per week to go out to go grocery shopping.
We have seen, as I'm sure you have seen, the death toll and the number of people infected rise. Do you believe that you are getting accurate information from the government when they release those numbers?
We're actually getting conflict news from online and the official numbers, because we can see that the confirmed patients number go up every day, and including the suspicious patients. But we do know some friends, and there's a shortage of medical supplies, including the medical helps, so doctors and nurses. And there are people that they passed away in their own home, but it's not confirmed patients. So that kind of number does not count into the official number of the death toll.
Felicity, when are you planning, or should I say, when are you hoping to return to Canada?
It's not actually depend on me. Very unfortunately, my own wedding in China in Wuhan. It's supposed to be in April. Me and we already registered to be married in Canada. My husband is still in Montreal. We're supposed to come back here in April to get married, to have the marriage ceremony. But now it's not very clear, and we have to push the date as well. So I think Air Canada also says that they're limited the flight from departing from Wuhan till February 29th. So I think before that, I'm not able to get on the plane. So.
Well, Felicity, I want to thank you for your time and sharing your story, and we'll check in with you, see how you're doing. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me. Thanks.
Felicity Feng is a Montreal resident, currently living in Wuhan, China.